Welcome friends to another video, welcome to another review. It's time for me, after a very long period, to talk about a house that I really appreciate. This is an Italian niche house, and if you are following my channel and my work, you know that I love Italian niche houses. Today I'm going to talk about Bois 1920, and the fragrance that I'm going to review is none other than Spigo. Let's talk about the presentation first, because I don't usually do this in my videos, but this time around I have to do it. Just look at the packaging that they are offering with their fragrances. And by the way, this is just one part of the packaging. It's just one box, because actually this is the box in which the fragrance sits, as you can see, and this is the, let's say, outer box. So, quite interesting. You actually feel like you are paying premium for a premium niche house. But let's talk about the bottle. And this is how the bottle looks. The bottle of Spigo, which in Italian means lavender. It's a local type of lavender from Firenze, from Florence, that grows on the hills of Florence. And this is the bottle, very simple, but at the same time heavy, high quality and elegant. I really love the presentations from Bois 1920. I've already reviewed on my channel another beautiful fragrance from this house called Vetiver Ambrato. If you love vetiver, I highly encourage you to go ahead and give a try to Vetiver Ambrato. You're gonna most definitely love it. But in today's video, I'm gonna talk about this one. As the name implies, this is a lavender-based fragrance. And you're gonna get a lot of lavender, but it's not your typical lavender that you might have encountered in a lot of other fragrances. This is a very natural, this is almost a photorealistic rendition of lavender in all its stages, and I'm gonna come back on this later. And also, you have a lot more going on in the composition. So let's talk about the ingredients of Spigo. We have in the top notes lavender. We also have juniper berries, cardamom, bergamot, pineapple, lemon, and tangerine. In the heart, we have clary sage, metallic tones, olibanum, basil, sea notes, and geranium. And in the base, we have myrrh, ambrette, musk, coumarin, sandalwood, cedar, cashmere wood, and vanilla. Quite the composition, quite a lot of things going on. And this is, I'm going to say it right now, this is quite an interesting, unique, and artistic fragrance. So if you love this type of fragrances, if you love fragrances that resemble with nothing, if you want to wear something that others don't, this is a fragrance for you, Spigo. But you need to love lavender. And you really need to love lavender, because this fragrance has a very peculiar, very strange development, at least on my skin. I don't know about your skin, but on me, this is quite interesting, quite artistic. Let's talk about the opening, because this is the first phase. You're gonna be greeted by a huge dose of woody accords. You get a lot of wood, you also get a lot of earth or earthiness, you also get a lot of lavender, but you don't get the typical lavender. You actually get the root of the lavender plant. And this is how it smells in the opening, which, by the way, stays for about 10 minutes after you apply on your skin or, I don't know, on textile. And this is how it smells. It's dark, it's strong, it's pungent at the same time, and it's very, I would say, moldy. It smells like the roots got mold on them in the earth. This is the opening. Afterwards comes the second phase, when the lavender starts to change. It becomes, let's say, more familiar, but it also gets a huge backup from the citruses. You get a lot of bergamot, you get the lemon, you also get the pineapple, but you also get a huge dose of clary sage and basil, accompanied by some sea notes, some geranium also, and of course this becomes more aromatic at the same time. You also have the juniper berries inside, which combined with the lavender, let's say, give the fragrance a very interesting, uplifting vibe. It becomes, if you want, much more brighter compared to the opening of this fragrance. That moldy, rooty feeling that you get in the opening dissipates, and you are actually left, if you want, with, let's say, the middle part of a lavender plant. Afterwards, again, comes the third phase, or if you want, the dry down, when you get all those beautiful woody accords, out of which the cashmere wood and the cedar shine, accompanied by sandalwood. You also have amber, you also have musk inside, you also have myrrh, and you also get a pinch of vanilla that comes out and gives a little, let's say, vibe of sweetness and creaminess. On top of this sits the lavender. But this time around, you don't get the rooty lavender or the middle part of the plant, the leafy part if you want. Now you are actually getting the flowers. So this is how the lavender gets treated in this composition. This is how they manage to include lavender in this fragrance and to transform it into something very unique and very artistic at the same time. This is a beautiful masterpiece, if you ask me, especially if you love lavender-based fragrances, especially if you love aromatic fragrances. This is marketed as being a unisex fragrance, but to be honest with you, this to me leans very, very masculine. That's why I highly encourage, let's say, males to try it out, to wear it, because this is a very elegant, very high quality at the same time, and very mature scent. It gives the impression of power to the wearer, if you want. And I really, really love it. Very interesting composition from the house of Bois 1920. In terms of performance, this is a very long-lasting fragrance on my skin. Every single time that I wore this fragrance, because I wore it in summertime, I wore it in fall, I even wore it now in wintertime, I had no issues with the performance of Spigo. Very good longevity, very good projection, especially in the first 2 hours, and very good sillage also. It isn't very versatile, it isn't very flexible. You need to pay attention when and where to wear this fragrance, because to be honest with you, I feel that this fragrance is made for special occasions. It's made for formal events, if you want. I wouldn't wear this one casually. I wouldn't wear this one, let's say, at work in the office, for example. I would wear this one, though, at a very important event, mainly because of the elegance that it manages to provide. Also, that feeling of great power and also great responsibilities that come with great power. And as I said, this is a mature type of fragrance. When I say mature, I'm talking about experience, first and foremost, with this type of products, but also as an age, if you want. I don't think that younger crowds will appreciate the beauty of Spigo. I don't think that they are capable of truly understanding what Bois 1920 managed to do with this fragrance. That's why I recommend it to a more mature audience. Nonetheless, for me, this is one of the best lavender scents out there on the market. It's one of the best that I ever smelled throughout my life. And together with Oud Lavender from Montal, these are the top two fragrances that are based on lavender that I would actually continue to buy for the rest of my life. Mainly because they are unique, but mostly because they are the only ones that manage to reproduce the natural scent of lavender. The difference between these two being, let's say, the way they are doing this thing, and also because Spigo is more elegant compared to Oud Lavender, which is a bit more, let's say, overpowering if you want. Nonetheless, a great fragrance, but that one, it's stronger. It's different compared to Spigo. Okay, this has been my review about this beautiful artistic masterpiece from the house of Bois 1920, a house which I highly, highly value and recommend you all. Go give it a try, buy samples or decants if you have the opportunity, of course, especially from Spigo. Try it out on your skin, wear it a couple of times, see how it performs, see how it behaves, see what you get from the composition, And only afterwards, based on your own conclusions, go ahead and purchase a full bottle or not. The money is yours, the decision is yours. The only thing that I can do in my work is to come here and to tell you about my personal experience with the fragrance. That's it. Everything else depends on you. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next one. As always, be safe, be good, and remember, smell good, feel good. Peace.